Hello, welcome back. Last time I did some meat packing and came up with a real satisfying solution for it. It was neat. Cleanse your body of harmful nanoparticles. From Herbal Carbon Nanotube Cleanse. Carbon Cleanse at healthlutions.potions. What? Remove stray carbon nanotubes and other kinds of nanotoxins from the body the natural way with Herbal Nanoparticle Cleanse. Only from Healthlutions. Oh, what a name. Stray carbon nanotubes have been entering our atmosphere at an alarming rate and can remain in the body for decades. Our 100% natural herbal remedy is made from genuine California veldgrass, which has been shown to counteract the potential harmful effects of nanoparticles in the body and flush them out by enhancing the body's natural immune system. Order today and also get a free 8-ounce bottle of Wi-Fi Wash, a specially formulated all-natural body wash that removes Wi-Fi buildup on the surface of the skin. Herbal Nanoparticle Cleanse plus free Wi-Fi Wash, a US $30 value. These are pretty good. Security Nightmare from Carl. Remember Sleep Cubes, the capsule hotel company we did the little game console for? They're back, this time asking for a lock that's based off the national ID card. Loads of privacy concerns here, not to mention the fact that a trivially clonable master key opens any lock, but a job's a job, as they say. At least I think that's what they say. I've stayed at a Sleep Cube a few times. They're not too shabby. Get thrown out of a club or something? I was researching our customer. Actually, using the product or service is a great way to familiarize yourself with a company. It's a natural part of any healthy corporate partnership. Huh, you've really changed, Joe. I haven't heard from him in a while. He kind of got told off by Lily at some point and got all quiet. But he's back. What's with this? Why is it having so much trouble these days? Playing any animation. That one was fine. Whoa. Card reader is an X-bus input connected to an RFID card reader. Okay. Learn is a simple input connected to a button inside the room. Okay. Unlock is a simple output connected to an electric strike plate. Okay. The door is first unlocked by the hotel staff using a special card, 99999999999. The user can then reprogram their lock by holding the Learn button and scanning their card. When the user scans the card again after reprogramming, the door should be unlocked. Any card other than the user's card and the hotel staff card should not unlock the door. To unlock the door, the unlock signal should be held high for 6 time units. So hold Learn. User can then reprogram their lock by holding the Learn button and scanning their card. So learn this ID, and it sets it to that value. Then you scan that value all at once. And it unlocks for 6 time units, okay. Scan some other random card while holding Learn, and then it's set to that value. Scan the old card, it doesn't unlock. Scan the master card, it unlocks. Scan the currently learned one, and it unlocks. Okay. This is a pretty complete test case right here. Evaluating whether the card is the master card. It's a little bit of a pain. So wait, how many values is this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 values. I mean, so obviously this stores the current card ID, and I would want to initialize it. Can I initialize? No. Now, possible problem here. Initial state of this. The door is first unlocked by the hotel staff using a special card. When this is not programmed to anything, it should not be able to unlock something. So because 0000000000, I think that was 10 digits. could be a valid card ID, and it might be tested for at some point, then I need to not just let this be in its initial state and test against it for unlocking. So I need some init code that puts like a -1 in here or something. Maybe I don't. Maybe I can get away with this. What did Carl say? One more time. Lock is based off the national ID card. Loads of privacy concerns, not to mention the fact that trivially clonable master key opens any lock. Yes. So make yourself an... What makes it have trouble with animations? Why does this keep happening? It's so weird. Like, they're not complicated animations or anything. And just sometimes hiccups on them. Okay, so anyway, learn is a simple input. All right, so step 1. Let's do that. Do this. So if learn is held, actually here, I'm just kind of writing what comes to mind here. So if learn is held while this is scanned, then I'm going to write those values to this using this standard for loop syntax. Okay. If we're not learning, then I'm checking this against that value. I'm doing this because both times I want to do 10 thingies. I need... that to happen... maybe here? That seems reasonable. I always want to start at the beginning of that. And yeah, whenever you wake up, you're going to read this. And I guess I can just... okay, that way I can just initialize it with that. I might be able to get away without doing that. Add a second vulnerability to the system. Although actually, is that really... I mean... it's fine. If I need to get rid of a line, I'll try ditching this and see if the test cases don't test for the 0000000 case. They might not. I won't have enough lines for this. And what do I even need to do here? Stuff. After that, so I'm comparing the incoming number with the one that I read out of here. Then I do that 10 times. You're gonna yell at me for this, I know. Okay, 0 x 2. Okay, so I first start by assuming that So 6 time units. I first start by assuming that the number will be correct. Then 10 times, I read the incoming digit. Unless I'm done. Wait, no. 10 times I read the incoming digit. Yeah, I have to do tests in here, so I do need this branch instruction here, I think. 10 times I read the incoming digits and compare against the known, the programmed value. This is the comparison. If it fails, then I move 0 to dat. This is going to be the number of ticks to sleep on... So done will gen p1 dat 0. So yeah, for a number of ticks equal to what was in dat, it will hold that at 100 and be sleeping. And then you would jump to wait. Okay, so if I had 19 lines, this is how I could write my program and it might work. Okay, so instead what will I do since I don't have 19 lines? Also, have I covered all the logic, do I think? No, I don't have the master card case in here. I still need that one. Okay, so that's fine. So the question then is, how do I... How do I split these tasks up in any sensible way? Alright, so what are the tasks? Read the input. Well, okay, so initialize this. Read the input. Check if learning. Loop 10 times, which I have in here twice, kind of, but they're doing different things, so they need to be in there twice. Compare against this value, compare against the master value. Oh. Here's something real annoying. If I get a mismatch on the... Oh. So yeah, here's something real annoying. When a number comes in, I have 2 different sets of numbers that I'm comparing it to. So I'm going to have to, for one, not destroy each number as it comes in here. And for another, do a double compare, but don't just let any digit stand in for a 9. Like it has to be exactly 10 9s, or exactly this number, not like half this number, half, like 5 9s and then half of this number. That needs to fail. Yeah, because otherwise, okay. Yeah, because a trivial implementation for this could just let a 9 stand in for any of these digits. Okay, so that's... I mean, again, depending on the test cases, that might be something I can get away with not worrying about. This game is all about cutting corners. I have not yet answered my question, though, on how I would split up these tasks. So I need a second microcontroller, but to do what exactly? Well, I guess the sensible thing is I set its mode to either learn or not. Actually, it just listens to learn. This one doesn't need to. It receives 10 numbers, does whatever it needs to do with them, and maybe unlocks the door or not. Well, but then, like, isn't that exactly what this is doing? Like, I need that many instructions for this. Like, that's just adding another microcontroller that needs all these instructions with an extra one shuffling data around, so that doesn't help. Okay, so... Another idea. Since specifically this is the highest possible number, if I were to add all of these values together and compare against one integer, which would definitely fit within the 999 range of a Shenzhen I integer, then I can just have one integer value telling me whether the accumulated total of the numbers that have come in do match the master key. So that's probably how I'll do that check. Summing the numbers is meaningless for this check, though. Okay, but I do want to sum them. Okay. So that's complicated. Alright, so what's your job? How do I facilitate the job of something that's going to be simpler than this? So I would send it a command. I'd say to it, you're going to learn, and then give it 9 numbers. Or I would say to it, you're going to compare values, and I would give it 9 numbers, and this one, while it's doing that, can be adding those up, maybe. Can it, though? Like, somebody needs to count to 10. Yeah, 10 numbers, not 9. So 90 is my value. 9 times 10, sure. I could have a third microcontroller just for that. Seems silly. I don't like this. So let's not do it for now. Okay. So I/O pins. Well, but I need to know how I'm splitting up the task. I'm just going to put another of these here for now. Disconnect all this stuff. Like this program architecture doesn't really work. It implements something, but it's not really anything that's worth anything. So if I receive... Here, just be quiet. There. Silence. Alright, so... So if I were to receive a command... I mean, it's either learn or compare. So yeah, learn just looks exactly like... Oh, interesting. Okay, so I can... So I can have... Basically what I do by splitting this is I free up an ACK register. You can count to 10. I'll send you a marker value for your command to start, and then a marker value for your command to end. move x0 dat tech dat -1 jump weight. Otherwise, move ac x2 yes, anytime anything comes in. This might be something that this thing can do to save a line here. Okay, so tech x0 0. Here, let's put a more distinctive value in there. So that's what means learn. Otherwise, you're just comparing against this. The number of numbers that come in. So right, yeah, you're gonna move x0 dat. Check, move x0 dat. Add dat. Well, okay, so you're also gonna need move 0 ac. Here, I guess. Add dat. Move dat x2. No, not that. Tech dat x2. I'm already out of lines again. So let's assume this one will manage the address line. Oh wait, hang on. Tech dat -1. Yeah, okay, so I also need that breakout condition. So like these two lines need to go here, but they can't. Why would I need to tell you to learn? Why don't I just have this one send the learning directly? I can probably do that. Alright, so if I skip all the learning stuff, maybe you can be an MC4000X, maybe. No, you need the dat register. Okay, that's fine. So you add dat, tech dat x2. If not, how am I going to report this? Ac and dat are both busy. Well, I can fail it right away. Or, okay, I can do something real silly. I'll put you over the value. Okay, yeah, I think I have something going here. So if AC adds up to exactly 90, there was never a mismatch in here, and the incoming value was exactly all 9s. By moving 91 into here, I put it above the 90 threshold, telling me something has gone wrong, so I'm overloading the AC register with that information. I can still keep adding to it, and it'll still be greater than the exact value I'm looking for. Then I can use a TCP. Yeah, okay, this is good. Okay, so, wait for a command. Set AC to 0. Yeah, you're gonna check. I know, this is just loop. Move x0 dat. Add dat. Tech dat x2. Move 91 if it's not equal. No, it'll do that if it's... Oh, still have the same problem here where, like... If it is all 9s, then it's gonna be not equal, and that'll destroy my AC value. If I allow... Let's see if there are unequal ones that are not 9. Okay, if it's not 9, if it is 9 and it's unequal. So I'm wondering if I can... I think this has the same problem I was talking about before, where like a 9 could just stand in for any digit and it wouldn't be detected here if I did it this way. So if I did that, then yeah, a 9 could stand in for any digit, and it would not be detected, so that's no good. I'm already using dat for temporary storage. Well, I could repeat values to this. So this could do the job of a repeater. Using its dat register, probably. So every iteration of this loop would get 2 inputs from x2, so to avoid storing it in dat. It's going to have to get kind of maybe 3 of them, so I add x2. Oops. Right, so still the same pattern here, with 6 being the number of ticks you hold on lock for. Yeah, okay, so move 0 to dat if it doesn't match, but if it then adds up to 90, I can move 6 back into dat. Maybe, okay, so add x2, tech dat x, no, tech x0, oh wait, it adds x0 actually. Add x0, tech x0, x2, so this just has to repeat once. 0 dat, jump loop. Oh, but how do I break out of this loop? Complicated. I send negative 100. No, so I said negative 100 or more, or less. Actually, instead, okay, instead I can put this minus in here. So add x0, tlt x0. Because I don't care about this value once I'm done, and I can compare to exactly negative 10. Yeah, negative 10. So that's fine, as long as I'm subtracting a known value that will always get it into the negative. Then this add can do double duty there. Take x0, x2. Am I doing too many weird tricks already? I don't know. I need to make something fit. Like, I wrote it out the straightforward way. Now I need to compact it. This is how I'm compacting it. Alright, so if I'm not breaking out of this loop, then I check to see if I have a mismatch. If I do, then I put that in dat. I can't do that. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, so I do actually need to jump it on there, and I need that jump loop in there. That's annoying, but that's how it is. I decided you were not doing learn, apparently? That's fine. Because, yeah, you have too many jobs already. Somebody else, you're going to have to take care of learn and repeating, and hope that taking these responsibilities off will be enough. It won't, probably. So done means tech, ac, -10. If it is, then move 6 to dat. So no matter what mismatches happened, that overrides because it was exactly 90, because I sent a -100 to terminate. And yeah, then I moved dat out to x0, communicating back to this dude. Sure, something like that. You're not even using your x1, that's fine. Okay, and I think that's all you need to do. Let's go through this one more time. So I wait until it sends me something. Once it has sent me something, it's going to be counting to 10 and sending all those values twice each, using its DAT register for repeating and ACK register for counting to 10. So right, it repeats such that I can do... Okay, so add x0, and then check x0, x2. Somebody needs to reset the address register, and I think I have room in this now. And it's already connected. How handy. Okay. So reset that to that. However, somebody's gotta do the learn. I'm gonna do this here? Oh, but what if I learn twice in a row? I don't know. Okay, so anyway, so set the address register to 0. I'll just worry about yourself for now. Move the success value to dat, so assume that it matches first. Sum up the things that are coming in. I do initialize ACK to 0. Test if I've been given my terminate command. If so, go to done. If not, check the repeated input value against current address pointer here. Well, not the address pointer, but the thing pointed to. If there is a mismatch, then set my success to false. Keep looping until it gives me that -100. Once I get the -100, if I have added up to exactly -10, which is 90 minus 100, or 90 plus -100 more accurately, then I set the success value to true, whether there were mismatches or not. This could be set to 999999999 if it wanted to, and this would all work fine. And then I report my thing back there, and I go back to sleep. It seems reasonable to put this here, so the address pointer will always start there once you're done with your job for future learning. So your wires are going to connect to those things. Do you have enough wires for that? Yes, you got a free x1 and an x2. And that'll be fine. Okay, you don't interact with unlock or learn, so I will reconnect these wires. You could interact with unlock, because on compare, that's the only time that I do that. Yes, so you can unlock. That's fine. Done can absolutely do this. Gen P1 dat 0. That's completely fine. Potential deadlock if this gets scanned again while that is holding it unlocked, but I'll just assume my test data never does that, and I think that'll be safe. Okay, great. So you do the actual unlock action, and that all fits. So I think that's complete. So now you. Very little of this is still relevant. The for loop is. So SLX X0. What's X3 supposed to be? What's X2 supposed to be? I think that connects to D0. And somebody's got to connect to the address line, which can be that X1 there. That's easy. Alright, X1's address line, X2 is data line. Both of these only write to both of those, so there will be no contention for that. And there wouldn't be anyway. They're coordinating well enough. You're nothing. Okay, so when I get a value from card reader, yes, I do always need to count to 10. What was this supposed to be? Resetting the address pointer. I do that now at the end instead of the beginning, and that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to leave this programmed for zeros. The 0 card will be the default value, and I'll just assume that tests won't test for that. If they do, then I'll fix it. If they don't, then I won't. So I'm going to be counting to 10. If learn is held, then jump to learn. Otherwise, we're not doing this part. That's taken care of over here. Otherwise, I do the loop. Tech X0 plus jump done. Actually, you can instead minus sub 1 minus move X0 dat minus move dat X3 minus move dat X3 minus jump loop. Already awfully low in instructions, this won't be able to learn. I'm gonna need another microcontroller for the learning. That's okay, I think I can do that. That'll mean those connections will go to somebody else. Sure, that's fine, I guess. Is it? I am not so sure about that. So there is no done, there is a learn, I guess. Ugh. Don't like it. Because yeah, you still need a lot of this. Tech X0, sub 1, move X0, X2, then do all the nonsense and also reset the address to 0. Yeah, so you would still need that and then... Okay, I saved 3 lines by adding 14 lines. Great! Yeah, but I also implemented more logic here, so this still was a net gain, and it got more of the logic in, so this is fine. So learn seems like an obvious task to split out to another controller. Oh, I'm missing something in here too. Alright, so I don't know what learn is going to be yet. Right now it's nothing. But I'm missing move -100 X3. I guess what learn is that I'm going to have... Okay, so I take these out. Probably an MC4000X can do the job here. X3 is data line, X0 is address line. I guess. That's fine. Oop. Or, let's do it this way. It won't be quite as pretty, but it'll work. X2 is address line, it goes here. Sure. Again, output only, no contention, that'll be fine. Okay, so then X2 communicates with X0. And you also need to talk to card reader. Yeah, I can just go behind. Bridges are ugly, right? Although they do let me actually see my wires. Could do this. I'm not charged for wire though, and it's a little clearer that way. Is it? Let's just do the bridge if you're going to do that. Why am I being so picky about this aspect of it? It's completely insignificant. It means something to me though. Okay, so I suspect lots of people have done this with only 2 microcontrollers, and maybe one of them being smaller than this type, like one 4000X and one 6000, maybe. But this is how I'm doing it. So learn means move ac. Hold on, have you read, how did you, no, you've waited for there to be input here, but you've not actually read it at the point that you get to learn. So learn just means move 0x2. Well, I might as well read a value and send it here. So move x0 to x2. SLX x0. Move x0, x2, yeah. And then read 9 more. So yeah, you're not going to read the values. You are. That's why I bridged this over here. And just pretty much do this. Not exactly that, but something like that. So loop, tech x0, sub 1, move x0, x2, jump loop, reset the address pointer, move 0 to x2. Whoops, x2 is address, not data. x1. Alright, this looks sensible to me. Okay, that obviously didn't work. I'm definitely missing something. So learn is held. A number comes in. Move 10 ac. Oh, hey, you don't actually do that if you're learning, so I would skip that for that. That's fine, I can do that. Move x0, x2. Oh, you need, I see what's wrong here. You need to wait at least 1 until this is done doing its thing. Because otherwise you're slipping up those values and disrupting this, is what's happening maybe. This moves to here. Okay. Okay, so we're learning. I read this 1 value and stick it over there. That wakes you up. You take the value and put it in here. Then you sleep for 1, so you're done until this is done. Move x0, x1. x3 is what I want, not x1. How did I misread this x3 as x1? I have no idea. Right, so 9 comes in there. There's a 9, great. Okay, so 9 times we're gonna read, oh, no, not x0, this is x1 now. Sure. Alright, 9 goes in there. We're being priority with 9, then it's 0, which I read from there. X1, x3. Good, there's your 0. 1, 9, 9, 5, 0, 5, 0, 8. There's your 8. Back is 0. Reset the address pointer to 0. Great. Okay, you're programmed now. Learn is still being held, but nobody's doing anything. Okay, so here comes a number. That was the one you were programmed with. P0 is not 100, so instead I'm going to count to 10. I have not counted to 10 already. Counted down from 10. This is how I do my loops. I could do them the other way, but this is how I do them. It's fine. Sub 1. x0 dat. So you read that, that's the next value that's going to come in. So dat is 9, first one that came. Here comes a dat. You took it. Well, you haven't yet, but you're about to. So prepare with dat equals 6. Ag equals 0. Add it. It is a 9, but the next ones won't be. I have not gotten the negative 100 yet. So I compare... So this instruction does a lot. It reads this value, also reads this value, so it reads this value advancing this instruction pointer, reads this value advancing this address pointer, and compares the two. So that one is doing the bulk of the work right there. They were equal, so it continues. Okay. Great. And you did your repetition. Everything is good. Cool. Okay. You're reading. That's fine. You're expecting stuff. Doing comparisons. Yes, all these comparisons pass. Address pointer goes all the way down to where the 8 is. Now you want to read one more value. Wait. Yes, okay, so it's still pointing at the 8, which means it hasn't been read yet. So you're doing the 10th value here. Okay, you did it. Now that's done. It turns off. You get the negative 100. So negative 54. Should be less than 0. Because it is. You jump to done. TechHack negative 10. It's not. That is 6, which means there was no mismatch. That goes... Wait. Oh, I have this reporting here because I assumed you would be unlocking, so this instruction just goes away entirely. Cool. Great. Alright, so let's breakpoint here. Alright, so skip that instruction. We're now here. 6 is in dat. Address pointer resets. And for dat ticks, I'm going to hold P1 at 100. So this will just gen P1 00 if there was a mismatch. Okay, looks great. Looks great. Looks great. So now we're learning again. I know learning works, so you're now set to that. And now we're going to try the old number, so we're going to get a mismatch here. Let's just advance until I hit the end of the thing. So dat is 0. You reset your address pointer, and you gen for 0 ticks, so nothing happens to unlock. So it is set to 100, but it should be set to 0 again immediately. It is. Good. Okay. Cool. Oh, right, and the master code. Dat did get set to 6. I see this enabled. And it unlocks. Cool. Alright, everything's good. Unless it tests me for initial all zeros card. I don't think it will. Carl's already pointed out one security risk with this. I added another. Cool stuff. Alright, good. Okay, these graphs are all over the place. My power usage is actually better than average. That's nice. My production cost is, I don't know, around average? Above the highest spike, but below, like, a lot of stuff. Lines of code is a little high, but that's fine. Interesting. There's a wide range of solutions in this. Like, these are the noisiest graphs I've seen so far in this game. Boy, people had a lot of different ways to do this. Fascinating. Okay, well, hey, I'm pretty average on everything except lines of code. I did use a lot of those. I'm cool with that. All right, I'm satisfied with the solution. This is the least secure security solution I've ever seen, and I've worked on voting machines. If you ever stay in a sleep cubes, bring your own lock. Lily didn't reprimand him for this. All right, cool. Well, that was fun, and I'm actually pretty satisfied with this as it is. Seems like to improve on the graphs, I'd basically just invent a whole new solution. This is what I invented, and it did fine. It did fine. I filled up my microcontrollers with lines and most of my I/O ports. This isn't using one simple pin and one X bus, but it's using all its lines. And all of my registers are used. Yes, every single register is used. Most lines are used. Most I/O ports are used. So yeah, this is efficient utilization of my resources. Okay, cool. Oh. Yeah, lots of ways to do that. That'd be a fun one to try another way, somehow. But I don't immediately know what I would do differently. So yeah, I'm just happy with that as it is. Cool stuff. All right. What's this list look like at this point anyway? So more spam. Okay, so this is what that one reference sheet I saw is going to be for. Cool, Dad is back. Would you believe it? That could be anything. Hey, sexy. Airline cocktail mixer. I think I saw a data sheet for that too. All right, I don't know how many puzzles are in this game. I have been warned that it has an extremely difficult post-game. Doesn't surprise me. I still do have 2 undone tasks way back here. It's probably about time to start thinking about this. I don't know how I'm going to do this for like video purposes. Yeah. Somehow. But I don't know. Alright, I'll see you next time to just keep going as I've been going.